Now, Prince Andrew's legal battle continues to make headlines. Let's bring back Rebecca English for the latest on this. Now, Rebecca, both sides asking to speak to witnesses this week.
Yes, we've seen some small developments, but significant ones in the Prince Andrew saga. And as the judge made very clear when he turned down his motion to dismiss, he wanted to see the kind of discovery process move forward apace. And there have been more requests to speak to witnesses. Now, among the witnesses that Virginia Giuffre's side are looking to speak to are people such as Prince Andrew's former equerry. Now, there's a little bit of surprise about this because actually he wasn't equerry at the very significant period that this case concerns, but nonetheless, Virginia's people want to speak to him. And for those who don't know what an equerry is, it's a member of the armed forces that's kind of almost loaned to members of the royal family, and they kind of manage their office, organise their diary. It's a significant link with the military, and obviously the Queen is head of the armed forces in this country. So he would have been at the heart of Andrew's operation. But as I say, there is a little bit of surprise that he really wasn't relevant to the period in question. And I think there are some people slightly wondering if Virginia's team are kind of a bit of a scattergun approach. They see a name, let's speak to this person because we can, as opposed to whether they have anything relevant to offer.
This equerry is Major Robert Olney. What can you tell us about him and what will he be asked?
Well, I suppose this is the $64,000 question. What are they seeking to ask from him? But of course, he will have been responsible for Prince Andrew's diary. So can he shed any light on where he would have been, who he would have been with? How did he travel there? Was he on Epstein's jet? So I suppose there's probably a lot of practical questions they can ask him, but how much that will shed light on the case itself is anybody's guess.
Well, as witnesses are being called from across Andrew's work life, do you think this will be making those close to Andrew quite nervous?
I think the whole process will be making Andrew's team quite nervous because this is a position they never wanted to find themselves in. I mean, I think the people that they're looking to call so far haven't been a great surprise. But of course, this could be just the tip of the iceberg. And there still is a fear that they might try to call members of the royal family or Andrew's family, Princess Beatrice, his ex-wife, Sarah, Duchess of York. I mean, this discovery process can take them anywhere. So who knows?
Thank you, Rebecca. Well, a reminder that Prince Andrew denies all allegations against him. And turning to you now, Charlotte, just for a moment. Now, the pressure has really been on this week. Do you think that it's ratcheted up, especially with witness being called? Is that putting them in the spotlight?
Yeah, I think so. So the equerry's now been called in as a witness. And there was a moment last week where the pressure was slightly off because Fergie, Beatrice and Eugenie were counted out of the witness lineup. So he might have breathed a sigh of relief there. But now his equerry's been brought into it, so pressure's back on again.
And Richard, what did you make of the statement from the lawyer about holding Andrew to account?
Well, it all seems to be it's a lot of manoeuvring. You know, it's a question of whether, are they looking, is his accuser, looking to settle? Or does she want her moment in court? I mean, as things stand, they're suggesting that, she wants her moment in court and that she's not just out for money. But then others say, maybe they're just holding out for a bigger sum or whatever.
Yeah, but as you say, we expect it to continue rumbling on. Charlotte, a word on a story that you wrote about Andrew's ex-wife, Fergie. Now, it doesn't sound like she's planning to maintain a low profile, does it?
Yeah, undeterred by the Epstein scandal, she is planning to relaunch her website and relaunch her YouTube channel, which is where she reads stories for children on YouTube. And of course, she's in the position where she believes fully that Andrew's innocent and he maintains his innocence. So why shouldn't she? There's every case for that. But also, a source close to Fergie says that Dancing on Ice, the US version, has been in touch with her. Now, whether or not she accepts the offer, I don't know, but there's obviously a bit of interest coming over from America.
Oh, come on, Andrew's skating on thin ice. We don't want Fergie on the ice as well,
That's a good gag, Richard. But she really wants to maintain her credibility, I was told by a representative working for her. So she doesn't want to just, be a contestant on these things. She wants to be a judge and she wants to be taken seriously.
Well, that's all we have time for on our YouTube version of the show. For more royal news, views and videos, you can head over to Mail Plus and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.